Remembering a pioneer here, Helen Thomas, who pressed so many presidents with her tough questions, has died. She started covering the JFK administration and continued right through President Obama, sharing a birthday with him, in fact. Tonight, a look back. Helen Thomas covered 10 presidents, as far back as JFK, right there in the Oval Office with Lyndon Johnson, standing out in a sea of men covering the White House. As a White House reporter, she traveled with Nixon on an historic trip to China. But that did not keep her from asking tough questions later about Watergate, questions he would avoid.
Well, Ms. Thomas, it would be improper, as of course you know, for me to comment on the substance of any charges or indictment.
She believed asking tough questions was her duty.
We are the watchdogs, self-anointed, self-appointed, but we're there, and we're very important that we be there.
Gerald Ford once said she practiced a fine blend of journalism and acupuncture. This question to President George W. Bush on Iraq.
Why did you really want to go to war? From the moment you stepped into the White House, what was your real reason?
I think your premise, and all due respect to your question and to you as a lifelong journalist, is that, I didn't want war. To assume I wanted war is just flat wrong, Helen, and all due respect.
Helen Thomas was not intimidated by presidents. She would ask a question and ask it over again if she didn't get an answer, and she felt there was no such thing as a rude question.
Helen Thomas was born on August 4th, 1920, Winchester, Kentucky. One of 9 children, the family would move to Detroit. She earned her English degree in 1942 and headed to Washington, earning $24 a week to write radio copy. Her first assignment at the White House? To cover the stylish First Lady Jackie Kennedy. But she soon made it clear she wasn't there to cover fashion. At the end of her career, a comment about Israel that got her into hot water.
Tell them to get the hell out of Palestine.
Because of that, she lost her job as a columnist. But Thomas had said of her long career, she loved being in the White House and having an orchestra seat on history. And every president standing there before her knew it.
All right, Helen, this is my inaugural moment here. I'm really excited.
Mr. President, do you think that Pakistan...
She was off and running. No easy question for a newly elected president. Launching right into a question on Pakistan, Helen Thomas will be buried in Detroit. Her family says a memorial service will be held in Washington come October.